How are you guys doing today? I keep seeing the Cyber Orcust conversation popping up a lot. Dark Neostorm is right around the corner. We have Neostorm now. And this past weekend, the Cyber Orcust build actually took 4th place at YCS Keto. A couple quick things that I just want to touch about his build. Well, one, he used rank up magic and Azathoth, which I wasn't a huge fan of because the extra deck got super tight then and you're missing cards that would come up a lot in other situations, but it worked for him. Congrats. And he only played one Nightmare Orcust, so if he opens it, he's kind of SOL and he cannot combo off because Mermaid has to summon from the deck. But other than that, he did a great job and represented the deck well. And others are going to be asking about it now, so I'm doing this video. Here is my post Dark Neostorm deck list, and I'm going to show off some of the 1 and 2 card combos. After that, with 3, really you just have to look at it 2 ways. Can you make Infinity, and then can you get 2 names on board? More often than not, you are going to be able to make the Orcust combo, and then a lot of hands you just look at it, can you make Infinity first before you get locked into dark attributes. So I'm going to cover 20 different combos that are 1 and 2 cards, and I'll showcase a few of them because they're so repetitive. I'm not going to just do all of them, because once you get to 2 monsters on board and go to Nightmare Phoenix, it's just the same thing over and over. For my list, I have triple Cyber Dragons. We're still playing Cyber Dragon. It's just an Orcust engine, 3 Cyber Dragons. Triple Core. Super important, but not necessarily the best normal summon in the deck with this build. If we get Salamangrate Almirage, then Core will be, but for now you still play 3 because you search out your combo cards and pieces. The best normal summon in the deck is actually hers, because getting that extra Cyber Dragon off its effect after you link it for Lin Karibo, you can just end with 1 more card in hand compared to Core or Neostorm. That's really the only difference. You end with 1 extra card in hand. Triple Neostorm still super broken card, and it can actually revive the new Orcust XZ's monster also, so it just naturally fits in. Basically 3 copies of Monster Reborn and just irreplaceable. 1 Fire, because if you open any of the other 3 baby Cyber Dragons and Fire, you can do the Orcust combo by chaining Fire to the summon and then going into your plays. So still the 1. Double Soldier, at first I had 3 being a different name and level 5 just to help get to infinities, but Fire was just really came up a lot and really helpful, and 2 just it gets the job done plenty. And that's it for the Cyber portion of the monsters. The engine, like I said, if you open 2, that's super unlucky, but if you only play 1 and you open it, you can't do your Orcust combo. You're just kind of SOL at that point. And then you banish it from your graveyard to send Harp Horror to the grave. And then you can banish your Harp Horror to special summon your Symbol Skeleton. And then with the Bardiche play, you send your Silent Boots. Some people like to play double, like you would play the other Phantom Knights monster. In case you open 1, then you can still get out both your Fog Blades. But I'd rather open and just get 1 Fog Blade once in a while instead of adding another card that I don't want to see in my deck, because then I feel like it just hurts the consistency to make sure that you get out your 2 Fog Blades easier. If I pull another Thanos, I plan on dropping the Ashes for them, but for now we're going to go with Ash Blossom at 2. Still super versatile, very good card. Not necessarily a game breaker, but it's good versus everything and really good to have. And if I get my other Thanos, I will keep Valerin, otherwise I do plan on going to Impermanence. I say that because if you use Thanos on your opponent's turn and then you draw into Impermanence, you can't use it because you control a monster, whereas if you draw into your Valor, you can still use it. So they go hand in hand a little bit better. If I don't get Thanos, I'll try and play Ash and Impermanence. If I do, I'll play Thanos and Effect Veiler. I tried this build with no hand traps, but you're not always going to get to go first. So it's just nice to have that little bit of disruption. Triple Cyber Emergency, just getting to whatever Cyber Dragon you need to just completely combo off and wreck your opponent's day. Deck is tight, so we're down to 1 Repair Plant, 1 Rev System. It's plenty. Don't really run into issues, and just remember that both effects of Cyber Dragon's in the grave to keep your machine dupes live. Because that's all you want is dead cards in your deck after turn 1. Triple machine dupe. If you open this, odds are you're going full combo and getting 4 negates turn 1. So if you don't get interrupted, that is. Because we want a stronger follow-up play, so we want to see it more. We don't necessarily want to see it all the time, so I don't play 3. But since we want to see it more, double overload fusions. I had 1 cyber load at first because then you can search it out quicker. But at the same time, it's not necessarily ideal because with this we're getting a lot to the grave really fast. So overload just to manage our resources better. Combo base and hand traps can kill it, especially on your machine dupe. So triple called by the graves to protect against that, and just other things like getting rid of like a Balinx out of the grave before you go through and OTK your opponent. Then 1 overflow still. I had someone ask me why I still play overflow with all the other stuff. It's non-targeting destruction. It's really easy to just blow up your opponent's board with it. When you hit their monsters with Fog Blade and they can't be targeted for attacks and stuff like that, you can just get rid of them that way. We can also contact them away if they're in the extra monster zone. Infinity, suck them up if they're in attack, but if they're in a main zone in defense, overflow really helps to just get rid of them. Double Fog Blades for the Orcust PK combo. And to that note, if they just have a monster that's Fog Bladed and you summon Rampage, you can just pop your Fog Blades. So that's another way to be able to attack. And this will be my 1 copy of Orchestrated Climax, or whatever the name has been changed to. Just basically negate anything and banish it. It's just ridiculously broken. No orchestrated return once Climax comes out, so made that change. Still double Mega Fleets because card's too good not to play it, and it's just you're gonna be getting rid of problematic monsters. You know, Sunlight Wolves, your Sky Striker matchups, which you basically have 3 in that case. Just late grind games when they go all out into like a Boar Load or Boar Sword to try and finish the game off. Just 1 Rampage. We're only playing 2 Overloads because you want to see it more, not because we have 2 targets. I haven't had any issues with that. So double Novas, still the easiest potential OTK for Cyber Dragons, but bringing back a Cyber Dragon from the grave, also getting a name on board. And of course, we got our double Infinities. Nostra just makes it stupid not to play 2. I think I'd cut a Nova before an Infinity because you can just detach Nova first, bring it back, and then overlay Nova for Infinity again. But I really like 2 and 2, and I don't see any reason to change that up now. I will be playing 1 Orcust, the Xyz Dingirsu. Basically, when it's special summoned, you can non-target, non-destruction, I believe, remove a card from the field. And that's just special summon, so when you overlay it on Galatea, that works. When Nostra brings it back, that works. And if you overlay it from Galatea into a zone that Bardiche points to, you actually get Bardiche's effect to destroy a card on the field also. 1 Zeger. Cyber Dragons, you're going to be playing 1. Lin Karibo, go into this all the time. It really just helps the combos go. It's another name, and then you get a Cyber Dragon back on board. Then go full combo. For the combo, And this, I went with Phoenix over Cerberus because being a back row heavy format, you just get rid of your opponent's back row going second. And then we have our Bardiche and our Galatea. So that rounds out the deck. So now I'll show a couple of them. There is one card that I'll show at the end, but otherwise if you're going for, just show a few so you just have something to look at here while I'm talking. When you're trying to do your combo, there are 19, if you're playing Underclock, I'm not. I was until recently, but I fit in Fortress because I really ran into some tests where I wish I had it. So if you're playing Underclock, there are 19 2-card combos to get the Orcust combo. That's not with Infinity on board, but you have 3 other cards in hand to finish that off. So the 19 combos would be, if you open Core and Soldier, you search Emergency, and you grab your hers. Then obviously you special summon your Soldier and you get your Cyber Dragon and your Galaxy Soldier to hand. You don't have to summon the other Soldier since you're not going to be able to make Infinity, so then you'll actually at that point just use your Core and Galaxy Soldier. Again, these are all just 2 cards, not including your rest of your hand, so there's a good chance you'll be able to make Infinity on a lot of these. But otherwise, Core and Noster, you can grab Emergency then off of your Core, and then grab a monster with Emergency to special summon your Noster. Go to Lin Karibo and Core, 2 names, Core and hers, Core, grab your Emergency, get to Noster, same thing as the other way around. And then if you're playing Underclock, these are the 2 where you need Underclock. If you have Core and Vire, you summon Core, Chainlink 1-2 with Vire, search Rev System, Link Karibo, Rev System, back of Cyber Dragon, go combo, and Core Emergency, because it doesn't work with the other ones because you can't use 2 emergencies in one turn. So Core Emergency, you would Emergency get your Vire and do the Core Vire. Hers and Noster will get you there. Summon hers, Link Karibo, add Cyber Dragon, pitch it for Noster. Don't use the Grave effect because you don't want to get locked into machines. Karibo and Noster. Hers and Vire, then Link Karibo, Cyber Dragon, 2 names. Hers and Soldier, summon your hers, Link Karibo, get your Cyber Dragon, pitch it for Soldier, Link Karibo Soldiers, 2 names. Hers and Emergency, then Emergency search Noster or Vire. Hers and Repair Plant, because you summon hers, link it for Link Karibo, and now your Repair Plant's live. Hers Rev System, summon it, link Karibo, rev it back. Noster Vire, for the same reason, summon it, chain it, Lin Karibo and Cyber Dragon. Noster and Emergency, get your hers, it's the same as hers and Noster then. Noster Rev System, same as hers, summon it, link Karibo, Rev System back, you got your 2 names. Emergency, searching out your hers to summon it, so Emergency and Soldier gets you there. Those are all the ways to end with just the basic Orcust combo. And then if you open Core, hers, Noster, or Emergency with Machine Dupe, you can end with 4 negates. So, and then the 1-card combo, if you open Core on its own, you can do the full combo without getting Infinity, however. So we'll start with that one. I'll show one that ends with just the Orcust combo, one with dupe that goes full combo, and then we'll go with the one right now. So this is assuming in your other 4 cards you opened any monster. So summon Core, search Rev System, or Emergency, search your Noster. So now you have your Noster in hand. Discard whatever monster to special summon it. And now that you have your Noster and your Core, you link Noster off for Karibo. Now you have 2 names. Link it off for Phoenix. Link away for Mermaid. Mermaid's effect, discard another one. So now you should still have 2 in hand. Special summon your Orcust Nightmare. Link those 2 off for your Galatea. Banish Orcust Nightmare to send Harp Horror to the grave. Banish Harp Horror. Special summon your Symbol Skeleton. Linking those 2 off for your Bardiche. Effect sends your Silent Boots to the graveyard in order to set a Fogblade. Banish Boots to add a Fogblade to your hand. We're just going to set it down here because it will be. And then you can banish Symbol Skeleton to special summon your Galatea. And then at this point, since we're going first, assuming in this situation, you'd return your Symbol Skeleton to your deck in order to set your climax. So you got your 3 negates off of just your core with 2 still in hand. Remember too, when you're going second, then you can overlay your Galatea for your Dingirsu. Then Phantom Knight, your Bardiche pops 1 card, and then your Dingirsu also sends another to the grave. So you got 2100 attack, 2600. If you got Infinity out, it's another 25-ish. So you're destroying 1, removing another. You could possibly steal 1 Infinity and attack for like 7,000. So going second, it definitely helps that way too. You don't necessarily have to get to your overflow or your overload fusion. If we, however, want to do slightly better with our combo here, if you try and find a good example, we'll use hers for this one and say Rev System. So just showing a 2-card combo. They're really all repetitive. Once you get to your Nightmare Phoenix, it's just the same steps then afterwards. So you would summon your hers, link it off for your Lin Karibo. Effect to add Cyber Dragon, just keep that in your hand. Rev System back your hers. Now you got your 2 names, so you go into Nightmare Phoenix, and then just like I showed before, Phoenix into Mermaid, discard, and go off that way. If you, however, open my opinion, the best 2-card combo in the deck as of right now, mostly due to the fact that we don't have All Mirage. So let's summon our Cyber Dragon hers. Hit it with Machine Duplication. Special summoning our 2 Cyber Dragons. Link off your hers for your Lin Karibo. I'll just keep it all down here where it looks better. Don't need to see my messy couch. So then you got Cyber Dragons. You can overlay for our Nova, and hers is in the grave, so we have a legal target. We can detach Cyber Dragon. It doesn't matter which one you special summon at that point. Now make sure you go into your Infinity. 2 different names, your Karibo and your Cyber Dragon. Nightmare Phoenix. Phoenix into Mermaid. Mermaid's effect, discard special summon. Mermaid and Nightmare into your Galatea. Then banish your Orcust Nightmare to send Harp Horror to the grave. Banish Harp Horror to special summon Symbol Skeleton. Link those 2 off again. Now you'll get your Bardiche. Dumping your boots and banishing your boots for your 2 Fogblades. Banishing your Symbol Skeleton to special summon Galatea. Effect, you return Symbol Skeleton because then you can use its effect at a later date. It's just the best one to have back in your deck, in my opinion, because you can special summon from your grave again later, and then you use her effect to set climax. And at this point, it's kind of up to you if you want to suck up Bardiche right away. Might not be a bad idea, but otherwise you can leave it there unless you know for sure they are playing Mega Fleet, which you would suck up Bardiche. And that's how, for the most part, Cyber Orcust work. And like I said, at this point, say you're going second, you got 2,500 attack, 2,100. You could steal a monster, go to 27, and overlay your Galatea with your Dingirsu, chain their effects, destroy one, and then remove another. So you destroy one, remove one, steal one, 3 monsters or cards, and you have your negate still, and you're attacking for 72 to 7,400. And that's basically how Cyber Orcust work. Hope you guys liked it. Feel free to join the Facebook group. I will have a link in the description section, and make sure you like and subscribe to stay up to date on other builds I come up with. Thanks.